But I am super excited to have this guest on the show for the very first time. He is one of the best fighters in the world, coming off an incredible win over a man they call the GOAT, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, in the One Championship just a couple months ago. We are talking about the man they call Miquinho, the Black Diamond, Adriano Moraes. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Oh, thank you very much for me to have this opportunity to talk about my career, my big wins, and what I'm looking forward for my career. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure, my friend. I always appreciate the great Brazilian fighters. You know, I've trained Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on and off for about 12 years with Brazilian fighters. My most recent teacher was Paulo Thiago. Remember the great fighter 10 years ago in the UFC? And he's an amazing guy, and so a lot of respect for the great Brazilian fighters.
Yes.
Yep. You remember him?
Yes, of course. Yeah, Paulo Thiago is one of my coaches. We come from the same team, Constrictor team. I used to watch him. He was an inspiration for me all my career. He watched me since I started in my MMA career. He helped me a lot. I used to go for his house in Rio de Janeiro to make my fight camps to fight in Chotô, Brazil, in that time. And oh man, Paulo Thiago is a big master. I learned a lot with him. It was an honor for me to be in the same team as him. And brother, you have a good coach.
Yes, he is. That's so great to hear. I'll tell him that I interviewed you. He is an amazing guy. I studied with him for about 2 years. I had studied with other people before that, but I did get to train with him for 2 years. Such a nice guy, such a tough guy, determined guy. You know, Caveira, they call him, or Caveira, right? The skull.
Yeah, Caveira. He's one of the best guys I ever met in this world, brother.
Yes,
he really so kind. He's humble. He is a warrior, you know, and it's such good to hear about that, you know, because I have just good things to talk about Paulo Thiago. He's one of the best fighter to represent our city, Brasilia, Brazil. Is a guy who, like, while he had the job as a policeman in the city, yeah, he fighting to defend our country, our people, and represent our team, Constrictor team. And for me, it's an honor to be the black belt and the same team as him, you know.
Yes.
And man, it's really good to hear about that, man, because I miss the guy. And I love him so much. Yes,
I will tell him that, you know, that you said hello. He's here in Southern California, not far from where I live. We used to train, and then he moved about 1 hour drive to train to teach over at Gracie Baja in Santa Barbara right now. Are you familiar with the Los Angeles area? Where do you live mostly?
Yes, I went to California 2 years ago, San Francisco, San Diego. But just to vacation, just to know the place, I was there to visit one friend. But I'm living here in Florida 4 years already.
Very
4 years
cool.
from now, yes. I decided to move to make part of American Top Team 5 years ago to develop my jiu-jitsu, my MMA game, because here in American Top Team we have the best teammates ever. And it helped me a lot to be in high level in MMA while I have the pro MMA career.
Without a doubt, a great team over there. You've got the legend Conan Silveira over there, and great people, Mike Brown, and for wrestling, Steve Mocco. And that's a great decision you made to go over there. So many champions. Who do you normally train with over the last 5 years at the American Top Team? Who are some of the training partners that you spend a lot of time with?
Man, there are a lot of kids in the American Top Team. Since I joined the team, it was amazing because we're getting better, our short guys team, you know what I'm saying? And today we have Alexandre Pantoja, José Formiga, one of the best fighters in the world, Bellator and Rising Champion, Kyoji Horiguchi. He's one of my best teammates ever. We trained together, I think, 5 years from now, and we together collected belts, you know. And but you have Pedro Munoz, Marlon Moraes, Juan Puerta, Tony Gravely, Ranier. Ranier is my master. He's the same team of me and Paulo Thiago, and he used to come here to American Top Team to finish his camps with us. And he's gonna arrive here at July 10th right now. So it's a lot of good lightweight guys here.
Absolutely. I had Hani Yaya on my show about 1 year ago. A great man, great talent, amazing gentleman, such a nice guy. And so many years, he still remains at the top. He still remains the top 10 contender for so many years. A lot of respect for him. He's an amazing teacher. And you have so many great people there, just incredible competitors that you're talking about. You know the saying, right? When you have the great people train with each other, iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. Since I was like young boy, like teenager, like 18 years old, I joined to Constrictor teams, and I used to watch Ranier, Paulo Thiago, Francisco Massaranduba training hard and fighting. At that time, when I taught and started to fight, and I had a dream to go to MMA because I used to compete a lot of jiu-jitsu. So Ranier showed us the way. So, but we had that personality who already was famous in the world organization MMA, you know, MMA worldwide. So we watched that so close, right? And for us to go to MMA was easily. That time, Renato Moicano was my teammate also. And we used to watch those guys, Ranier, Paulo Thiago, Francisco Massaranduba that time. So it was a really great time. We developed a lot. We had a opportunity to train with them. So, and they were an inspiration to us to chase our dreams in MMA.
Absolutely. And great people to have. They say great mentors is what so many young people that succeed have, is great mentors and great teachers. And you've had a great MMA career. I was looking at your record with my producer, and when you have the 19-3, but all 3 losses were split decisions. So that means in all 3 of your losses, at least one judge had you winning. So this means you could be 22-0 right now because all those fights were close. Can I ask you, did you, in those 3 fights that you lost, and you beat 2 of them, you came back and beat 2 of them, did you feel strongly that you won all 3 of them, or did you feel that you lost all 3 of them, or did you feel maybe you won 2 of them? Well, what's your feeling in those 3 fights that they have on your record, the split decision loss?
Yeah, my feeling for those fights is like it was controversial points, you know, controversial judgment, and 2 of them I have 100 sure I won the fight. But I can tell you, I just come back to the gym and try my best and go again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if I'm gonna win or lose. I just wanna like be healthy and practice the sport I choose for my life. So, of course, loss is a loss, and I remember I came back stronger than ever because like I came back to the gym, fix it up everything, and go again. And I thanks God to had the opportunity to take my rematches, right? And but it's what you said, man. I can be 22-0 easily, you know.
Very true. But the good thing is in MMA, they're not looking like in boxing where everyone has this record, but they didn't fight anyone. You guys fight the best, and still the 19-3 record is amazing. The one fighter that you had the split decision loss to, would you like to fight him again, or is he in a different weight class, or what do you think? Because you've beaten 2 out of the 3 guys that you had a split decision loss, do you want to fight that third guy again or no?
Yes, it's a different weight class because my first defeat in MMA was on my debut in one championship, and was one division above mine. So was in the Bantamweight division. I always made my history in the flyweight division. And today, Yusuf Sadulaev, he's heavier, because every division in one championship go up one division.
Right. We were talking about that before you came on. Yep.
Yeah. Today, Bantamweight is 145. Like, it's my normal weight. It's my normal weight, I can tell you.
Right. So
but I don't have a problem. I don't choose opponent. If they give me this rematch, I will appreciate.
Yes, because then you can have the revenge over all 3 of your opponents, and that would be cool. Okay, so we were just talking about the fact before you came on, like you mentioned, that you're the flyweight champion, but in the USA, you would be the bantamweight champion because of the fact of the weight, the rule for the weight cutting and the rehydrating, and the fact that the one championship fighters are fighting at a strong, healthy weight. So even though you can fight, you're fighting mostly weighing 135, this is the flyweight division, right?
Right. Okay. But before they changed this rule, I made history in one championship in making 125.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. My first belt in one championship, we need made weight 125.
Wow.
56.7 kilograms.
Wow. How many fights? How many fights did you have at that weight?
I think 7.
Oh, wow.
7 or 6. And I became Shoto Sul American champion and 125 also.
Interesting. But now one does not have any division 125 now.
Yes, the 125 right now is the strawweight division. But what is difference is I need to make 135, but 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I need to go to 135 and wait one day, make my weight one day, wait for another day, make my weight again.
Wow.
And then I can recover and fight next day.
Okay.
Understand me? So I recover the same thing when I drop it to 125.
Right. So you end up walking in to fight around the same weight, which would be what, like 138 or 139 or something?
Yeah, 142.
141
exactly.
too? Okay, makes sense. When you fought against Mighty Mouse, he had a lot of experience at 135, but mostly he became a star in the UFC at 125. When you saw him in there, did he seem like a good, strong 135 where maybe he weighs 139, 142, or did he seem like a smaller guy to you?
No, he's shorty, but he's strong, right?
Thick, muscular guy, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Kairat Kimetov. It's another flyweight guy that I fought.
Mm-hmm.
And I fought Kairat Kimetov in 125 and the new rules in 135. They looks like the same,
Right.
They shorty, but they strong. I'm skinny and long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think it's the same because I made history in 125 also.
That's right. Right. You did both.
And we became for that fight for 135. But both of us was ready for that night.
Yes, without a doubt.
And
yeah.
Yes, and I think Demetrius Johnson was ready for it, and he had experience in 135 also.
Yes.
If you look back and saw his fight against Demetrius Johnson, Dominic Cruz,
yes, yep.
was amazing. You know, he was strong, faster.
Yep.
And in that night against me, he was not different.
No. And he was the favorite. He was the favorite to beat you. Most people were saying that they think he's going to win because he had not lost in like 11 or 12 years. And did you have any thought in your mind that this guy has such a big reputation? Not that you were, of course, you're not afraid of him, but did you have any thoughts in your mind before that fight? Maybe I can't beat this guy.
Yeah, yes, of course. And the first step, my first thought was that, man, I fuck up, you know, because he's a legend, and I used to watch him fighting, you know, to make him inspire me and stuff. So we had time, and I need to rebuild my mindset to fight against him, you know. But he's a human like me, and I knew I can go there and do my best.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And when you first got in there early in the fight, how did he feel to you? How was his speed and his strength compared to what you expected?
Yes. When we started the fight, and I used my footwork, I put my footwork to work, and I knew he likes to push the pace. So I can break the angle, kicking him a lot. I accepted 2 good calf kicks on him, and he started to put him to start to slow down his moves. So I kicked his body, and I knew he come to to give me a body kick also. And I grabbed his leg and tried to put it in, and give him tried to give him a takedown. So then I pull him to the deep half guard, you know, and swept him. Why I did it? Because he's shorty. So for me to trade wrestling against him should be a little bit like complicated.
Yeah, it wouldn't be smart, not practical.
So I tried to scramble him on my jiu-jitsu because I knew my jiu-jitsu is better than him.
Yep.
So I scrambled him with my jiu-jitsu, and I swept him and stay on top in the first round. And that I felt he's not strong that I was thinking. Then the second round, I just wait the time because I knew he need come and push the pace because he lost the first round.
Right.
So so when he came to push the pace, I connect a flying knee on him. He tried to grab my leg. I did a spin kick on him, and I knew when he passed his right hand, when he passed his left hand on his eyes, he always tried to come with cross and take down.
Right.
So I knew that, and when I waited time when he came with his combination, I just catch him with a hook and a beautiful uppercut that connects really well.
Yep.
So he going down, I go to the half guard. He started to stand up, and I connect the knee.
Right.
That knee with the guy with his back on the floor is really, really 100% legal in one championship.
Yes.
So I used that on my side, and I was happy because it was on point. And he felt the knee.
Yep.
He's going down, and I went and I put some good punches on the ground and pound just to finish the fight. When I saw Olivier Coste came to separate the fight, I just celebrate, and I knew I did my homework really good.
Absolutely. That must have been probably the best night in your MMA career, right?
It was a really good night, but man, the first time I was the champion was really good too. When I won the Shoto South American belt in Manaus, in Brazil, in 2013, was amazing night too.
Right.
You know, like if that night wasn't happen in my life, I think I never should had this night happen in my life.
Right.
So I celebrate all night.
Absolutely, that makes sense. So both great victories. So
yes,
he gave you all the credit. The Mighty Mouse, he didn't make any excuses. He just mentioned you were the better man that night. But what do you think if maybe some fans try to make an excuse for him and they say, well, he fought so many years in the UFC where you can't throw the knee to the downed opponent, so maybe he forgot the rules for one championship. Maybe he didn't think the knee was coming. Obviously, that's an excuse. But have you heard people say that maybe he was not used to this fighting with the knee to the downed opponent?
They always gonna underestimate you or me.
Right.
You know, like, so I'm ready to hear anything, but I don't care. You know.
Yeah.
Dimitri Johnson, he came to one championship. He did 3 fights. He won the World Grand Prix, and he made his statement to fight against me.
Yep.
So he knew the rules already. You know. That fight wasn't his first fight in one championship.
Right, that's right. 4th fight.
And,
so, yeah, no excuses.
Yeah, he's a fighter. He's one of the best in the world, the best pound for pound.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Is there going to be an immediate rematch? Will that be your next opponent, or is this not going to be the case? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know yet. You know, I don't know yet what they're gonna put my next fight, but I wish I could fight against him again. You know, like Moraes vs. Johnson too.
Yes.
Why not? He deserves it. You know,
yes.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. If he won the rematch, of course he deserves it.
Absolutely.
I cannot say anything.
Right. It has to be Chatri, the promoters that do it, and very true. And he's such a great legend. Do you think he can make some adjustments so that he can do better against you in the next fight?
Yes, of course he can make some adjustments and everything. The next time I can submit him.
There you go. You could beat him worse. Instead of a change, you're right. So, yeah, well, that definitely got you a lot of respect. One championship has some really good fighters. I know in the weight division directly. Actually, Christian Lee, is he 155 or 145?
He's 155.
Okay.
He's at the lightweight world champion.
That's right. And I had him on the show. He's a great fighter as well. Did you ever meet him or talk to him?
Yes. I watched Christian Lee growing up in one championship and became a champion. Christian Lee, man, he's a savage.
Yes.
You know, he's a guy who loves to fight. He's a guy who knows everything in mixed martial arts. He's a really good black belt jiu-jitsu fighter. And, man, he has hands.
Yep.
And he kick really good. He loves footwork also.
Yep.
And he's really good fighter.
Definitely. Who is the 145 champion?
145 right now is Stan Lee.
Okay.
Featherweight division.
That's right. Would you ever think, like in the UFC, you see a lot of people like to be the champ, like Amanda Nunes from Brazil, the double champ, right, or champ, and then also Daniel Cormier at one point, Henry Cejudo, right? He called himself Triple C, Olympic champion and 2 UFC champions. In Bellator, you also saw at one point the champ. Would this be something exciting to you in the future, or would you like to be more like Anderson Silva, where you can say you have 10 defenses, 12 defenses of the flyweight title?
Yes. like I never thought like about that. You know, I never think about it before. But be a champion would be really nice. You know, if I defend my belt like 12 times, it will be really good.
Both would be great. Which would be,
both.
if you had your choice, sorry to interrupt you, Adriano, but if you had your choice, if Chatri and the promoters said, Adriano, maybe we have one more fight with Demetrius, you beat him, then it's your choice. Do you want to fight Tan Lee, or do you want to have more defenses in the bantamweight?
Maybe I'm gonna defend my belt more time, or I have a shot with Bibiano Fernandes in the bantamweight division. Because Tan Lee is the featherweight.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm so sorry. You're right. Who was the bantamweight champ then? I don't know.
The bantamweight champ is the one and only Bibiano Fernandes.
Oh, that's your Brazilian compatriot.
Yeah, yes.
Oh man, that would be crazy. Do you know him fairly well, Bibiano?
Yes, I know. He's my friend. He's really good fighter. BJJ black belt world champion. He's tough, man. He's the goat of one championship.
Yes.
I think he has 10 belt defenses.
Wow. So maybe if you get more defenses and if he's still the champion, then maybe against Bibiano Fernandes, yeah, it would be amazing. Such great fighters there with you, Bibiano Fernandes, Tan Lee, Christian Lee, with Angela Lee, with Rainer de Ridder, that guy from Holland, that Dutch guy is so tough. And then the new champion from originally from India and Canada, we had him on the show, Arjan Singh Buller, amazing fighter, such great champions in one championship, and I think you're happy fighting for that organization, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm happy. The One Championship was the first international company who believed on me, you know, and every company have like your good and bad situations sometimes, but man, I'm really happy and really proud of my career in One Championship. I'm so thankful, man, for every kind of opportunity I had on my career overseas. You know, every fight, every travel was special for me. You know, and I'm proud of them to conquer the world, to be where they are, because they deserve it. They work hard. They are humble guys, you know. They are legends.
Absolutely.
Chatri Victor Kui, they work so hard to show the world the main values of martial arts. And man, they help the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like the oriental care is different for the fighters. There we are a martial artist.
Yes.
And I love being an artist. You know, like put the art first.
Yes.
The discipline, honor, courage, humility, and stuff's always in the front of us. So, man, I'm proud of them. I just want to say thank you to them for everything. And let's see the next chapter, you know?
Absolutely. It's going to be amazing.
I can't wait.
Absolutely. It's going to be amazing. Wait. Before you go, really quick, I have to ask your opinion. I'm sure you've seen on the internet, people love to get the opinion of champions about other champions. Coming up in the other organization in the UFC, Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier, number 3. Can you tell us how will this fight go, and then who do you think will win?
It's so interesting to me to watch Dustin Poirier one more time making his camp for this big fight.
That's
you
right.
know?
Yep.
And I'm team the Diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know this man for a long time. He's a big father. He's a family man. He training hard, man. He loves training. He always inside the gym when he's here in Florida. Help each other, help the teammates. And man, he getting better. He getting old, but he getting better and better. And it's amazing. His box, man, evolved too much. And I think he's going to take this W in the next fight. I think he's going to win.
That's it. And I forgot, that's right. He's your teammate at American Top Team. Did you spend some time training with him in the past?
Yeah. Yes. We train already together, roll jiu-jitsu. Nice. We ask something for each other sometimes.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. So no matter what Conor will do, the Diamond can win this, you feel?
Yes, of course. Like, I think I know Conor will go for this fight with another mentality, but I don't think he's gonna take this win, you know, like, because Dustin's ready. Dustin is a savage. He likes to trade punches. Dustin is the guy who loves the bang, and let's see what's going on. But of course, Conor will go for this fight with another mentality, but I go with Dustin Poirier.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time. What's the best place that people can support you on social media?
Yes, please support me on my Instagram, Moraes Adriano MMA, on my Facebook, Adriano Moraes MMA, on my YouTube channel, Canal Adriano Moraes, on my Twitter, Adriano MK Moraes, and please send me a message, follow me, and I will put like some news, great news coming soon, and thank you for everything to support me, and let's go.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Adriano, the Black Diamond Moraes. I'll tell our friend and teacher, Paulo Tiago, that you said hello and that we spoke. And it's a privilege and an honor for us here at the MMA Power Hour to have you on, my friend. Thank you so much. And
thank you very much.
You're welcome. Continued success to you, my friend.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.